They need to get back and get in front of FDU. And then third, attack the paint. They have the size advantage. They need to go inside and look to Venning early.
He's here today against Fairleigh Dickinson. They've already played a couple of ACC games, lost them both against Wake Forest and SMU. Here's Venning, gets inside and scores. So they can win even if they're smaller. Here is Terrence Brown, the kick to Joel Emmanuel, better than 40% from deep on the year, and that's a three. In FDU's last time out, it was a loss to the Gophers, 74-60 in Minneapolis, but they led that game at halftime. Here's their top scorer, Donald Hand Jr., rises and scores. We're trying to get over that hump. Here's Dylan Jones, the transfer from Snow Community College in his home state of Utah, and he gives FDU the lead. Elijah Strong, the pump and go. Leon Brown, the kick, Hand the three. That's good. Got to find 13 here, you would think, for Boston College. Venning backing down, draws two, fadeaway jumper is smooth.
Step up, hit shots, but also you've seen in the beginning him being able to put it on the ground, averaging 12.5 points per game. He's going to be a key not only in this game, but going forward for FDU.
Yeah, they need to get Terrence Brown going. An 0-for-3 start for the top scorer in the Northeast Conference. He was just 4 of 22 against Minnesota. And Donald Hand keeps stroking it.
Donald Hand, a little bit of in and out and step back three. He's been starting off aggressive, knocking down the three-point shot.
These are dudes you recognize all of them if you watch a lot of hoops.
My guy Raj.
Hand thought he was fouled. Offensive rebound to Brown. Missed the layup. Rebound again. McFarland, no. Warren missed the three. The big man. Offensive rebound to Reynolds. Mid-range jump shot falls. Baraba-Bay. Hand is already 2 away from that. Not even at the midway point. Brown the shovel. 3 from Baraba-Bay is good. And he's got 5 quick ones.
BC doing a good job of getting back in transition defense, one of the keys for Boston College. And there you see Baraba-Bay knocking down another three.
Where does BC generate offense with Donald Hand on the bench? Kelly says, I'll take care of that. Also fell to VCU, South Carolina. And then the 2 conference losses, Wake Forest and SMU. Venning waits and scores. Nice patience from the big man.
Nimble on his feet.
You play with any big men like that?
I have. My roommate was a Renze Anawaku, and he was as nimble as they come on his feet. He'd get a steal and go coast to coast and finish at the rim.
Yeah, for Braden Reynolds, it's 6'1", 190. That's a tough box out assignment.
To say the least.
Yeah, McFarland cleans it up. And Fairleigh Dickinson with the press. They break it. Here's Beadle, who tried to cock it back and rock the rim.
I love that name, Bismarck. Bismarcky.
A little beatboxing, just a friend. Oh, 3-pointer from Tyree Baraba-Bay, who is feeling it. Trying to force Brown to the middle. Here's Baraba-Bay, he'll drive this time. Good cut from Brown and a finish on the baseline. And gets it across the timeline with a second to spare, and then he's trapped right away on top of the BC logo, and Brown rips it from him. Baraba-Bay, the fancy finish. He's got 13. He's in it.
Defensively, Terrence Brown doing it for FDU. Baraba-Bay finishing with the reverse at the rim.
Little 2-man game with his best friend. The three is good. Tyree Baraba-Bay catching fire. More white jerseys in there. Hastings goes down. McFarland has the rock. Gets it away to Hastings. He drives and scores. You got permission to take the game over, and that's what he's done. 16 points for Baraba-Bay, 2/3 of Fairleigh Dickinson's total.
You have to be careful with settling against the zone. You have to look to attack the gaps, get in the paint, defense collapse, and then you're going to get those open opportunities out on the perimeter.
Donald Hand Jr. has 15 points in the first half.
A guy that you want to put a guy who can really score and has the ability to make decisions in that free throw line area, and he was one of the best at doing that, at just making decisions and making plays in that free throw line area.
Bismarck Messiah, another transfer from Jefferson. What you talked about, Brown rejected by Venning. 2 swats for the big man. Josh Beadle's pass out to Hand. He drives and kicks to Strong. Ball's popping around here on this possession. Deion Brown, some nifty footwork. Trying to wrap up their non-conference slate with a win, and Deion Brown trying to help. A week ago at the barn. Elijah Strong, his first bucket of the game.
FDU is just too stagnant right now offensively.
Emmanuel trying to change that fancy Euro step, looking like his high jumping days in high school. And Bismarck Messiah with the rebound.
Drew, I think FDU knew coming in that they weren't going to beat Boston College at points in the paint.
Draws two, Emmanuel shading over. Three on the timer, Beadle has to fire. Hits a long one. That's a bomb to beat the buzzer.
They're forcing him to make tough shots, and yes, he's a tough shot maker, but you know, it's hard when you have to go against 2 and 3 defenders. Boston College is crowded him.
Look at the explosiveness of Donald Hand Jr.
An improved off the dribble Donald Hand Jr. exploding to the rim, finishing with the right hand.
I heard someone talking about, I think it was Drew Good, and he said maybe like Andre Karolinko, little extra offensive game.
AK-47. I think he's more athletic.
As much as I love Minneapolis, it does sleep.
Drew, being from the Midwest, a Michigan guy, neighboring with Minnesota. These past 2 or 3 years, I finally get something to cheer about.
There you go. Hey, that's all right. My Vikes are coming for that one, see? Don't worry about it. There's Chad Venning.
Yeah, I can see that. Just get to his spots, raising up. I mean, he has definitely improved at putting the ball down on the ground.
Numbers for BC if they hurry with Brown trailing the play. Fred Payne launches, hits a three.
Again, not known as a shooter, but he's capable of knocking it down. The drive first guy, you see him right there taking advantage of going under the screen.
And the takeaway. Payne the follow. 5 in a row for number 5. Braden Reynolds picks up the dribble. Here comes Bismarck. Messiah denied. Jaden Hastings got way up there.
How good they are. You see right here, Hastings not giving up on the play and blocking the shot. Starting transition on the other end and getting the block shot. Great job by there. Just continue to play.
That's some bounce in those New Balances, but BC gives it away.
Jazz Kelly never bounce past it in the lane like that.
3 ball from Messiah. Those 3 bounce. By the way, ACC PM, they'll have a lot to talk about with bowl games in the ACC. Messiah drills another 3.
We played man-to-man twice.
Really?
Yes. And I remember the game, actually. Holy Cross.
Fred Payne with 7 points in a hurry here. Lead back to 11. Baraba-Bay. Look out! This guy can't miss! Terrence Greer had 23 against NC State back in 2010. Baraba-Bay has half of their points today. Venning is fouled and drops it in.
You need more than Brown.
Baraba-Bay has matched his career high from when he was playing Division II. There goes Donald Hand right to the rack out of the timeout. Aside from the radioactive performance of number 8, they have done a great job defensively. Here is Brown with 5 on the timer. He scoops it home. A nice reverse from Terrence Brown. Brown curls, shoots. Offensive rebound to Brown. Venning scores. Nice left hand from the big man.
Continuing to play through it. Get second chance opportunities, Venning at the rim.
Terrence Brown the rebound, lays it in with the left. Boosted his scoring average by more than 13 points per game. Messiah, the pump, the drive, the finish. 8-point game with 5 minutes left.
Venning say down. Bismarck or Bismarcky.
He's got some game. He's the 3rd night in double figures. 10 points for Messiah. Boston College pushing the tempo. Here's the thing about the pressure, though. Lead is 7. Brown passes up the 3. 3 to shoot. Brown streaking, scoring. 14 in the second half. Here's Donald Hand. Venning's been solid in the perimeter, or in the interior. What a shot!
Tough shot by Venning.
He's hit a couple of those today. Baraba-Bay right back at you. It's a 3. 4-point game.
Most of this game, they continue to fight. See Baraba-Bay playing off the left hand and This is 8-3 of the game.
Get it across half court. Hand goes to the basket and lays it in. 27 for Donald Hand Jr., a career high. Shot clock is off. They leave Nisaya. Can't make him pay. And that's it. Boston College hangs on against the pesky Fairleigh Dickinson team. Donald Hand Jr. with 29, and the Eagles head into ACC play at 8-5 overall.